I accepted the job because it sounded too easy to refuse. After years of photographing wildlife across the eastern United States, I was burned out. Endless deadlines, crowded parks, and noisy tourists had taken away everything I loved about being outdoors. So when an old forestry contractor offered me a temporary position maintaining an abandoned fire lookout in the Monongahela National Forest of West Virginia, I didn't hesitate. The tower hadn't been used officially in decades. My job was simple. Stay there for 2 weeks. Inspect the structure. Replace a few weather sensors. Document any storm damage. That's it. No visitors. No nearby towns. No cell service. Just me. And nearly 40 square miles of untouched forest. The drive alone should have warned me. The paved highway disappeared behind me after almost 3 hours. Then came gravel. Then dirt. Eventually, even the dirt road ended. A rusted green gate blocked the trail. A faded government sign hung crooked from one chain. The words had almost disappeared beneath moss. Only 3 were still readable. Authorized personnel only. I unlocked the gate using the key they mailed me and continued another 7 miles. The deeper I drove, the quieter everything became. No birds, no squirrels, no insects hitting the windshield. Only my truck engine echoing between endless trees. By late afternoon, I finally saw the tower. It rose above the tree line like a skeleton. Nearly 80 feet tall. Steel beams stained orange with rust. The wooden cabin on top leaned slightly toward one side. It looked as though the entire structure had been waiting years for someone to climb it again. Inside, everything was frozen in time. An old desk. Maps from the 1980s. A cracked binocular stand. Dust so thick it swallowed my footprints. Despite decades of neglect, someone had swept the floor recently. That bothered me. No official had visited in years. So who cleaned it? I convinced myself a hunter must have climbed up recently. People wandered everywhere these days. Still, I locked the trap door before going to sleep. Around 2:17 that night, I woke to footsteps. Metal footsteps. Slow. Heavy. Someone was climbing the tower. Clang. 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 Each step echoed through the steel frame. I froze. Nobody should have known I was here. The footsteps reached the landing just beneath the cabin. Then, they stopped. No knock. No voice. Nothing. Only breathing. Slow. Steady. Just outside the trapdoor. I gripped the flashlight so tightly my fingers hurt. 5 minutes passed. 10. 20. The breathing never changed. Finally, I forced myself toward the trapdoor. I counted to 3, threw it open, and aimed the flashlight downward. The staircase was empty. No one. The forest below remained perfectly still, but something caught my eye. Every step of the staircase. Voshvet. As if someone had climbed it with soaking wet boots. The water trail ended exactly where I stood. There were no footprints leading back down. The next morning, I climbed down to inspect the ground. Soft mud surrounded the tower. Perfect conditions for footprints. There weren't any. Not mine. Not animals. Not another person. Just untouched earth. That should have been impossible. I finished replacing one weather sensor before noticing something strange. Every camera I had mounted around the tower had captured the same image. Not wildlife. Not trees. just darkness. Except, hidden inside that darkness was the outline of someone standing between two trees, always the same distance away, always facing the tower. The timestamps made even less sense. Some of the pictures were taken at noon, broad daylight, yet the figure appeared surrounded by complete darkness. That evening, I heard whistling, soft, almost cheerful. It floated through the trees from somewhere west of the tower. A simple tune, only 4 notes. Over, and over, and over again. It never got closer. It never moved farther away. It simply circled me. Hours later, after sunset, the whistling stopped. Immediately, the forest exploded with sound. Hundreds of birds took flight at once. Branches snapped in every direction. Something enormous moved through the trees below. Not running, walking, deliberately, every few seconds. It stopped. Then another branch cracked. Closer, 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 until I heard breathing again, right beneath the tower. I looked down. Nothing. Only darkness. Then, my flashlight reflected off 2 pale eyes. Not glowing. Reflecting. Like an animal. Except they were almost 6 feet above the ground.